5 things I would stop doing if I were job hunting in 2026. So this is coming from someone who navigated one of the toughest job markets in 2025 and still was able to get interviews and offers from big tech companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, like name it. One is I would immediately stop mass applying. I wouldn't apply to 100 jobs a day or a week because that is not strategy, that is stress. Instead, I will pick 5 to 10 roles that I'm highly qualified for, and I will dive deep into those roles. By diving deep, I mean I will understand the role, I will understand the team, I will understand the problems they're trying to solve or what is costing them sleepless nights. You get that? I will understand the culture, then I will position my experience directly to that role. Quality is what gets you interview. Quality is what gets you offers now and not volume. And number 2 is I would use LinkedIn as a search engine and not a job board. Like I keep saying this all the time, LinkedIn is not a job board. You need a job board, go to Indeed or go to Glassdoor. LinkedIn is not a job board. So I will use LinkedIn as a search engine and a networking engine. I will go to LinkedIn, the search bar, I will type program manager and I will switch that to post, then filter it by 24 hours or by 1 week or by 1 month, depending on how you want the job. But I usually go with 24 hours. With that, you'll be able to see real hiring managers and recruiters posting roles that they are actively hiring. That is where the opportunity is. That is where the juice and the strategies are. So instead of just clicking the apply, I will connect with them first. No message. I do not advise adding a personalized note to LinkedIn connection. So I will send a connection request without a message or without a note. Then I will follow up immediately they accept. That alone will get you seen faster than just applying and waiting forever. 3 is I would fix my resume. In as much as I'm trying to use LinkedIn to network and to do all that, I must make sure that my resume is ready to speak for my experience. So I would fix my resume and make sure that my resume is not showing tax but showing ownership, because most of these resumes these days are talking about responsible for, assisted with, helped with, this and that. That is not how your resume should sound like. That will not get you interviews. So you make sure you rewrite every bullet of your resumes to make sure you're talking about what you owned, to make sure you're talking about what you drove, what changed because of you. That is what I'll be doing. I'll make sure my bullet point talk about what I owned, what I drove, what changed because of me, what are the impact. Hiring managers are not hiring for effort any longer. They are hiring for impact, and you must make sure you're backing the impact with metrics. And number 4 is I would build a simple proof of work. I know this is hard for people who are trying to transition into a different role that they have never had the title before. So even if you've never had, let's say you're trying to transition into program management, and even if you've never had a program manager title, you can create a simple proof of work. Something like a project plan, a stakeholder tracker, or even a sample of a program roadmap. That is a simple proof of work. That is something you can easily talk about through your interviews. And that is something I'll be doing if I were still job hunting in 2026. So because again, the simple proof of work will help you show how you think, will help you show how you communicate, and will help you stand out immediately. Number 5 is I will treat networking like a conversation and not like I'm using it to ask for a job. Not asking for favors immediately, not asking for referrals, not saying please give me a job, not saying please will you refer me. No, I will treat networking like a conversation. I will go in saying something like, hi, my name is Uju. I saw your team is working on X and I have experience in Y and I would love to connect. That is all you need. There is no pressure. There is no begging for work. There is no begging for referrals. You just need to sound smart and relevant. That is it. That is how conversation turn into opportunities. And the truth is, in as much as the job market is very tough, because I've been there, I understand the job market is very tough, but still, people are getting interviews, people are getting offers like me. So the only difference there is the strategy. You need to level up your strategy. You need to level up how you apply. You need to level up how you interview. And that is why me, Career by Uju, Career B6 is here. The program management plug, by the way, is here to help you stand out, create a strategy that will immediately make you stand out in your application.